overtime only moments away.
Here we go.
The Hawks taking on the Heat. For the Hawks, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Heat, Hawks coming right up. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at point guard. Here's Ware, out to Powell. Back to Ware. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And a better box out saves him 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this great, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Porzingis can't hit. Heat have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Ware, good. Ware's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Daniels against Wiggins. Daniels, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And Young, here we go. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And a quiet disposition for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, he lets his game do the talking.
Well, Kevin, his teammates love him for that reason. And remember, he was a key cog in Golden State's title in 2022. And the Warriors players and coaches had a difficult time parting with him.
Now, Ware. He's got 5. Powell for 3. Rebound by Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Guarded by Powell. Basket good.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Hero. Second shot opportunity. Here's Ware. And the layup falls. He's got 7.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Johnson from outside. Hits it from three-point range.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Hero from long range. Good on the triple. Hero's got his second basket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Young, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Ware dishes to Powell. Back to Ware. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now Hero, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. The developing game of Trae Young is something that coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Shots good by Hero.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Daniels passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Now, Hero, 8 points for him. In the hoop for his 4th field goal, 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Hero. Lets the three fly. Daniels, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by Johnson. Porzingis high post. And yes, it's good. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
That's a 2 from Powell. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Heat lead by... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Reza Shea. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Now Reza Shea after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Great D that time from Hero.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. To the middle, here's Ware, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
And a wide open look for Daniels. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Reza Shea, guarded by Powell, and that one's good. Reza Shea.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Young. He nails it, and we're tied up. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Shot's good by Hero. Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Porzingis, Miami grabs the miss. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, Hero. Pass to Ware. Powell outside. And the dunk by Powell.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
1:32 left in the first half of basketball. Hero kicks to Powell. Wiggins passes to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Powell. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Powell. After the miss from Trae Young.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hero looking around. Driving inside. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. To the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Daniels, no good on the free throw. And last season's most improved player. And Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
Outside Daniels. And it's blocked. Young against Wiggins. Shoots from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short. Young for three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lead out front, they lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
They've got Mitchell. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 5, down low. So that's where Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Jim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Here's Alexander Walker. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far, and he gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And it's Mitchell missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The shot's good from Kennard.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Kennard. A rebound by Mitchell. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Kennard, the pass to Krejci. Pops in the layup for 2. Krejci's got his first points of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mitchell passes to Highsmith. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Highsmith got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And there's the drive. A wide open look here for Okongwu. That one's good from the corner. And the Hawks lead by 1. On the wing, Mitchell. Kennard covering. It's picked off. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Newell. 1:51 left to play here in the third. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Kennard. 6 to shoot. And he makes that one. Kennard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Here's Krejci. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That one is off.
Shooting for
So he can't get either to fall.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Shot to stop the run. Jovic, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. Newell, good. Newell's got his second bucket.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
Now at the line, Yoru.
And so he hits both. The Hawks shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Count that one. Alexander Walker's got his third basket of the night right there.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
And we've reached the end of the... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Assist from.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell kicks to Ware. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Young with the ball. Now defended by Powell. The Heat trail by 5. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's Powell on the wing. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Reza Shea. Right side Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis with a screen on Powell. Young. Again, Young missing. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks leading by 5. This one for 3. Atlanta again missing. The Heat have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Adebayo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Johnson outside. Daniels against Yoru. From 13 feet, it's in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over. This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Hero off the glass.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Johnson outside. Here's Young. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. Another chance here. And that one drops.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the locker.
Now Hero. Adebayo with the screen for Hero. Beyond the arc. Another chance. On the wing, Wiggins. Guarded by Rizichet. The 3 goes down.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out. And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Wiggins, down low, gets it to go.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
Here's Rizichet, guarded by Powell. Now Rizichet, and he banks the layup in.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
That one drops.
They needed points. Tyler Hero gives them.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Points are an absolute must here.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
Now Wiggins. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Young with the steal.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Now Porzingis. It's in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Here's Hero. Missed on the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Young with the steal. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but
starting group for Chicago. They've got Josh Giddey. Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Okoro in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Heat, at the forward slots, it's Wiggins and Bam. Norman Powell out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. We know things can get heated between these two, Graham. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so...
Wow!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Good.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
It's stolen away. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo in the post. He's against Smith. And finished off by Adebayo.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Wiggins. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Smith with the rebound. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years, they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now, a change of course is taking place.
Here's Hero. Misses the layup.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Vucevic. Smith with it. Picked up by Powell. Powell brings a double. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Gets the three to fall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Wiggins passes to Hero. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The shot by Buzelis no good. Heat trail by 5. Wiggins outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Smith. Back to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Here's Hero. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." BA, back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Well, Adebayo's going to work inside. That's what they want him to do.
You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
Now, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
Wiggins, no good. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Buzelis. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Using his unique perspective, Vucevic sees the whole floor and finds the open shooter.
Now here's Hero. Started by Okoro. Adebayo. He got a piece of it. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Giddey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Where they grabbed their own miss. And finished off by Adebayo.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And so it's Chicago closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Adebayo and Ware together inside. And it's Hero in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Smith with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Stand while they're cobbling together in offense. The Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, B.A., only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Hero looking around. Over Okoro. Second shot opportunity. Adebayo passes to Powell. Over Giddey. Powell's shot is off.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Smith with a screen on Wiggins. Pass to Okoro. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Giddey. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots. Heat trail by 9. Outside Adebayo. With the 7-footer. Powell's shot is off. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
For Miami, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Adebayo, that's good.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Powell with a steal. Floats one up. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Buzelis, pounded by Wiggins.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Adebayo sets a screen. Hero from way outside. Off target from outside. Chicago leading by 10. And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Again, the Heat misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Buzelis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Buzelis has got 7 now in this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Heat trail by 15. Pass to Ware. Will it go? Drills it from deep. Ware's got 5.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Smith left side. Okoro up top. And there's the drive. And a 2-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hero with it, and it's Giddy picking him up, and the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Chicago. Collins a screen, White for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Stolen by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. Finished off the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And so it's Chicago out in front by 19 going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Williams is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Zach Collins. Then there's Kevin Huerter. And it's White in at point guard.
No wonder they call him Scary Terry. That's a bad man.
Miami shooting their first free throw tonight. Bulls leading by 16. Pass to Williams. And here's Collins. Chicago passing it around. White for three. Gets the three ball to go. White's got 6 points.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Rozier against White. Rozier can't get it to go. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Johnson. The three ball. Collins with the rebound. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Basket counts. Dosunmu's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Collins against Rozier. Here's Jovic. Off the mark there with a three. Bulls leading by 21. And the Bulls with one playoff game win in the last 8 seasons. The lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance?
Rozier can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. White for three. Rebound Miami. In transition, here they come. Looking to win the run. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, he is a gifted attacker. When Hawkes Jr. gets this kind of opening, you know what happens next.
White can't hit. Heat trail by 21. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Count that one.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Johnson with it, now guarded by White. Johnson passes to Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 7 points here in the quarter.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, it's always exciting to see a player with a hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Guys?
I can only imagine what that's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. A minute 31 left in the third. Williams misses. Heat trail by 19. On the wing, Rozier. He's covered by Dosunmu. Jaquez against White. From behind the arc. The shot no good. Chicago has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Williams misses. The Heat have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And stolen by Herter. For 3, Collins. The Bulls with another miss. Miami's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, right place at the right time for Jaquez Jr.
And here's White. Give him 8 points now. Collins passes to White. Collins with it. Pass to Herter. 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. And he makes it. Dosunmu's got his second basket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Chicago out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their point. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. And it's Hero in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Williams misses. Heat shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Wiggins. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, showing some toughness right there. I like whenever Wiggins outmuscles the defense and capitalizes.
A line change here for Chicago. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Hero keeping the defense guessing.
And Giddey's got the ball here for Chicago. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Off target from outside. Heat trail by 17. Powell finds Adebayo. Nice flush from Adebayo.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
Vucevic, a screen on Powell. The 3 from Okoro. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Absolutely jaw-dropping. Powell against Giddey. Into the lane. And he racks up 2.
And what that?
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coaches.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Norman Powell.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
Shooting for Chicago.
And so Vucevic nails both of them. Heat trail by 17. Powell. Oh, off target from downtown. Chicago has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Vucevic. Adebayo with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break.
Well, you got to credit the stellar defense from Bam there. He got the steal to set that play in motion. He is a difference maker on that end.
Now Smith. Stolen by Wiggins. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. The putback. Bam finishes in the open floor.
You got to love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
Smith outside. Adebayo with a steal. Powell. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions, and defensively, they need stops.
Smith. No good from 3. Heat trail by 11. Wiggins. Okay. Wiggins putting on a show here.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
Okoro outside. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Hero. The Heat on offense. They're on a 17-4 run. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Giddey against Wiggins. Giddey outside. Now Smith. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
So the Bulls win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is
This has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Vucevic. Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Okoro in at the 2.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Now, here's Okoro. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Young. Rebounded by Vucevic.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Smith wide open. He fired. No good with the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Porzingis with the block.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Young outside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Young.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Giddey. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Young inside, covered by Okoro. Porzingis passes to Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. Porzingis sets the pick for Rizichet. Count it, good. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Vucevic is screen on Daniels. From deep three-point land. Giddey, no good. The Hawks leading. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Here's Vucevic. The shot will not fall. Excellent defense from Daniel. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Hawks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Young from outside. That one, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Oh, tough take by Buzelis, proving he can absorb some contact and finish on that drive.
Out to Porzingis, shoots the three, and the rejection by Smith. To the wing right side. For the three. That shot, no good. The shot comes out. Tie game in Atlanta. And will return shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Buzelis out there with Smith. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Vucevic. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. Here's Daniels. Here he goes.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Vucevic. Rebound by the Hawks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide open look for Daniel. No good with the wing jumper. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Daniels finds Johnson. Back to Daniels. Pass to Rizichet. Clock at 6. And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Long range from the inbound. Daniels, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Now Vucevic, guarded by Porzingis. One-on-one here. Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Okoro, defended by Young. And Okoro throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Rizichet. Johnson outside. And here's Porzingis over Smith. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
For 3, Smith. And it's Daniels with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. At the elbow, Vucevic. GA, you hear about 3 level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the wing, Daniels. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Bulls trail by 4. Giddey kicks to Okoro. There's the drive. Trae Young grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Ricochet is so talented with the ball in his hand.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw from Ricochet. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Johnson with it. Now Smith defending. Johnson surveying the floor. After Ricochet. Johnson with a screen on Giddey. 4 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Ricochet. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. And again, Chicago. No good. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jalen Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Okongwu is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Nikhil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Okongwu against Collins. Here's Newell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Newell's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Hawks. Here's White. And he converts the layup. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And White kicks to Williams. Okongwu grabs the board.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls trail by 7. Collins a screen on Kennard. White with it. Okongwu covering.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Pass to Newell. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Krejci. Feeds over, goes Yoru, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Pass to Newell. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Newell. Yep, it counts. Newell's got 4 this quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Nice move. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut back down to 3 on the basket from White.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Kennard. That one goes. Count it. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Here's Alexander Walker. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Okongwu. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 3. Kennard way outside. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 5. And Williams, here we go. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. White against Kennard. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu down low. Working on Collins. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Williams can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Down low. Newell can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Okoro with it. Here's Vucevic. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks lead by 3. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Hawks leading by 3, so the Bulls 5 right now. Isaac Okoro out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Vucevic in at the 5.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Now here's Okoro, defended by Young. Okoro passes to Smith. 6 to shoot. Vucevic finds Giddey. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and it's Vucevic missing.
Great
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Bulls trail by 7. Vucevic, a screen on Daniel. Smith, the pass to Vucevic. And there's the call on Rizashev. That's his first foul. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's stolen by Johnson. And Porzingis, here we go.
Oh, that's strong stuff from Porzingis there in close.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Atlanta.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Here's Giddey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got his first 2 points.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Smith with a screen on Young. Okoro dishes to Vucevic, buries it from 3-point range.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
Young! Vucevic pulls it down.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's the teardrop, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
He's got some touch, getting delicate with that one.
Now, here is Young, covered by Okoro. Young drives in. Porzingis against Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, what a play inside.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Count the basket.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
Here's Young. Johnson sets the screen for Daniel. Porzingis. And the 3 misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Vucevic. Porzingis pulls it down. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 3-point lead. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Young.
And you don't ever want to...
The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
2 shots.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kennard, he's checked in for Atlanta. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Vucevic against Porzingis. Now Giddey. Smith with a screen on Kennard. Off target with the open look.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Daniels fired. No good from 3. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Puts the move on. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Now, Rizashea. On the wing, Daniels. Giddy defending. Misses the three. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes.
to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks here at their home, State Farm Arena. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. And it's Hero in at the point guard position. And the 2025 postseason showing how far the Heat have to go, Legs.
That was a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs by a record combined margin of 122 points. Then again, over the regular season, Cleveland did win 27 more games, so the outcome wasn't entirely surprising.
And Atlanta has possession. Miami making their last shot. The 3 from Ricochet. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Hero with the bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, and this is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Outside Ricochet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels passes to Young. 3-pointer. And Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Young. 6 points for Dyson Daniels.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Adebayo, a screen on Young. His Hero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Daniels against Wiggins. Powell outside. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Ricochet with some nice D.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
That one drops for him. Daniels has got 8.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Hero with the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Johnson on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's Powell on the wing. Ricochet covering. The 3 is up. Powell's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Johnson. It's stolen. It's stolen by Daniels. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's good.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people.
Oh, man!
Look out below.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. It's blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. .105 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Fires the 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Hero for 3. Fires in the triple. 12 points for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Young. Still no points. Blocked! Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Ware. Out to Powell. Back to Ware. Miami needs to get off a shot here.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Johnson for 3. No luck on that one. The shot comes out. Tyler Hero has been on display for Miami. He made a big impact, scoring. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And also a big factor has been their rim protection. They've been very active, rotating to the basketball quickly. Just great effort so far on that end.
Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Now here's Ware. With the floater. Rebounded by Johnson. Right side, Rizachet. Stolen by Hero. To the paint. He shoots it. Out to Powell. From the arc. Oh, drew that. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
At the line for the Heat, Robin Powell. Taking 3 shots.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw misses. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Now here's Young. Here's Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Yeah, this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. And a foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Adebayo. Nice flush from Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Young from long range. The rebound by Ware. Heat leading by 7. Here's Hero. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Hero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
On the wing, Daniels. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
There, the screen. Hero for 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely, and he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Up again. Where? That's good. And it's a 10-point Heat lead.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Rizachet. No points so far. And that one's good. Young.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Out left to the wing. Outside Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Powell passes to Wiggins. Hero for three. Knocks down the long J. Hero's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Powell. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Wiggins has got his third basket on the night right there. On the wing, Risache got it off in time. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Miami Heat in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Johnson, and it's Highsmith in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Jaquez. Pass to Johnson. Takes a three. Newell pulls it in. Hawks trail by 13. Well, when you look at the upside for this young Hawks team, Tim, how good can they be?
I think they could be one of the surprises in the Eastern Conference. They've got an emerging star in Jalen Johnson, one of the best defensive players in the league in Dyson Daniels. Both of those guys, I think, haven't even come close to scratching the surface.
And both players, high-level work ethic, talent, and guys who want to get after it every day. Mitchell's checked in for Rozier. Outside Mitchell. Double team on Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. Again, the Heat misses. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage of.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And it's Krejci missing.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Jovic passes to Highsmith. Now Jaquez. The three. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Johnson finds Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. From deep, Johnson. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Krejci. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Up top, Kennard. Checked by Mitchell. They get it again. Okongwu. Soft touch off the glass. Okongwu's got his first 2 points of the night.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Outside Mitchell. It's stolen. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Okongwu with the bucket. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Okongwu, no good. Miami has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position. But it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. He's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Back to you.
It's a good point. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Now here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Sweet little floater. Kennard's got 8.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Hawks trail by 5. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. No good on that one. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Krejci. Daniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. Now here's Hero. 22 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And Atlanta making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Hero with it. Guarded by Young. Adebayo from long range. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 6.
And quickness to the ball. Wiggins has elite traits, and you solve them in that sequence.
Rebounded by the Hawks. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Back to Risache. Let's go with a 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got assist number 8 now on the night.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risache better than this.
Now here's Hero. Right wing. Pass to Wiggins. It's intercepted. Young seeing the lane. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's now just a 1-point Heat lead.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Here's Ware. The three-pointer off the mark. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Out to Powell. Pass to Adebayo. Fires the 3. Here's Ware, and he jams it home with authority.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Young way outside. He nails it, and we're tied.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
It's Powell on the wing. Risache covering. Powell passes to Adebayo. Fires for 3. Powell's shot is off. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. Johnson a screen on Wiggins. Daniels passes to Young. 6 on the shot clock. And Rizachet gets it to go.
And you see how dangerous Rizachet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Outside Hero. Here's Powell. Let's loose for 3. Porzingis there for the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Atlanta.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Wiggins fires. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Bucket.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Now here's where. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. That misses.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Oh, long range. How about that one?
Goodness.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Wiggins drops them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Young. Oh, the shot is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
It's stolen by Johnson. And they're pushing it up. Daniels. Yes, sir. The finish with the jam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Pow! And the 3 misses.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now here's Daniels. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
13 seconds.
Porzingis sets a screen. Another steal.
Well, they tried to punch the ball inside right there, but the window...
Adebayo off the lob.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
Johnson outside. With the drive. The ball's knocked loose.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so Powell nails them both. They lead by 4. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
The triple drop.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Plays with a bit of quiet intensity, but Wiggins has shown the ability to rise up in the big moments.
On the attack, Hero nails it.
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Can't hit it. And so it's Atlanta with the W. I'm sure. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Powell is out there with Yoru. And it's Ware in at the 5, down low. And it's the Heat with the ball. Adebayo with a screen for Yoru. To the left side wing. Adebayo down low. Covered by Smith. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's a Okoro. It's blocked. One-on-one here. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Where? No good. And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, Coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back. A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Giddey, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Giddey. Here's Okoro from outside off the mark. Powell feeling it out a bit. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And a missed layup. Now Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. In the corner, Okoro with it. And the Bulls with another miss. And so Powell will bring it up for Miami. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Okoro finds Smith, and that one good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Hero. Rebound by Smith.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Back to Okoro.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Smith's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as any.
Buzelis with the ball. He's covered by Yoru. Count that one.
And you gotta like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
And it's good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Vucevic, a screen on Powell. Okoro shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So it's Chicago now after the Heat pick up 2. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Off target from three-point range.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Vucevic. Up and in on the way.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic, point-blank range.
Here's Hero, and he comes up with the deuce. Hero's got his second bucket of the game to go. Okoro with it, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. So. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court for the Heat. Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. And it's Hero in at the point.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Wiggins. He has yet to score. Out to Powell. Lock at 6. They get it again.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
Giddey the pass to Smith. Out to the right wing. Bruzelis, no one around him. Offline with his 3. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Vucevic. Giddey against Powell. Giddey, no good. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. A three-pointer, Wiggins, doesn't go that time. Chicago's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bruzelis' shot is good.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting for Bruzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Hero, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Stolen by Hero. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. And too much time in the lane. They've been called for the 3-second violation. Chicago trailing here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Here's Bruzelis. And here is Giddey. 6 to shoot. It's good. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Hero from long range. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat with the lead. Hero scanning the floor. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Now, here's Okoro. Tight defense on him. Fires for 3. That one misses. He gets it up. That one doesn't drop. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He notched 8 points in the terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kevin Huerter is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Williams at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now, here's Dosunmu. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss and finish off by Collins.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Here's White, following the 3 by Miami. Collins, a screen on Rozier. Pass to Collins, fires from deep. It's rebounded by Jovic. The Heat leading by 5. Highsmith the pass to Johnson. Here's Highsmith. Takes it inside. Collins with some nice D. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shots good by Williams.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Rozier.
A good on-ball defender. White will make you work for it.
And it's Rozier missing. So staying after an up-and-down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin. And it's because of 2 things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Now here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. That puts them in the lead. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The Bulls leading. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Jovic. Johnson inside, working on Williams. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Rozier.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Pass to Herter. Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown. Herter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Rozier. And that one is hammered home.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
Collins setting the big for White. Driving the lane and finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's White, following the score by Miami. Outside Williams, pass to Collins. White, wide open, he fires. Another three for Chicago.
I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Highsmith the pass to Jovic. Over to the wing. Here's Highsmith. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, right place at the right time for Hawkins Jr.
Here's Collins. He takes it in.
Fundamentals, guys. Using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The Heat trail by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense. Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Misses the layup. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls ahead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Out on the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. And it's Hero into the point. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a one-point game. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Shots good by Hero.
Well, this is what Hero is out here to do. He's a very reliable three-point scorer.
Pass to Buzelis. Smith kicks to Giddey. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Heat shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside, Hero. Wiggins outside. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Nailed from three-point land.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Ware. Outside, Adebayo. And he drives in, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Bam is dangerous when he's moving down the lane like that.
Nice use of the glass and the finish.
Man, that's about those first defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Outside, Hero. With the drive, lays it in off the window.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
Vucevic a screen on Powell. Now Smith. Now Giddy. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddy. Stolen by Hero. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Smith with a screen on Hero. Going. Oh my goodness! What a play!
This kid Buzelis loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Giddy against Hero. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddy. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Down he goes for three.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddy can knock them down if you let him.
Hero on the wing, covered by Okoro. Here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Now Hero. Holy cow! What a bailout!
Well, they really needed a hoop, and Hero steps up.
Here's Giddy. Vucevic. Hero against Giddy. Now here's Okoro, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Now the Bulls with it. They trail by 6. Cleared away by Adebayo. Outside Hero. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a hard fight. Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
teammates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center position.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Young. Porzingis against Vucevic. Outside Johnson. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. There's Young with the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Inside. Stolen by Daniels. And here they come. Rizachet with the ball. And it's Giddey picking him up. First quarter of play, a minute in. The 3 is up. Okoro, no good. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
Here's Daniels. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Porzingis sets a screen. There's Young with the 3. Sinks the tray. Young's got 5 points.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Okoro, left side. Pass to Buzelis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Young can't hit. Chicago leading by 7. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey. He's got 10.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
Young with it, guarded by Vucevic. And that one's good. Young.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Pass to Okoro. Takes the 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
The one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
Rizachet, no good. Chicago's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Great positioning on the putback. Okoro's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. Off target with the 3. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Vucevic. Here's Buzelis, guarded by Young. Vucevic against Daniels. Back to Smith. It's stolen by Daniels. Here's Young. It's tipped. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Chicago ahead, leading by 9. We'll get right back to the action with... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. But it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Okoro. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Okoro outside. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Okoro. Now here's Giddey. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Young. Oh, the floater is good for Young.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Giddey against Daniels. Pass to Smith. Here's Giddey. Launches a 3. Smith passes to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Guarded by Young. And he dunks it down.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
And here's Johnson. Blocks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. 4 on the clock. Here's Daniels. 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls leading by 9. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. He drops it from range.
Big man. Some quickness in that release.
The drive by Daniels. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
To the middle. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Young with the bucket. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Here's Rizachet. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And it's Giddey with a ball for the Chicago Bulls. Rizachet with some nice D. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Okoro outside. Now here's Vucevic. That three's off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Okoro. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic, a screen on Daniels. Here's Buzelis. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Back to Young. 4-3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
24.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the floor for Atlanta, we've got a Kongwu, Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Newell, and it's Krejci in at the three. White, the pass to Williams. Here's Collins. It's tipped. Inside. Here's Krejci. There's the drive. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Patrick Williams. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bulls trail by 3. Now here's White. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
If you're not right there on him, he's going to make him pay.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Chicago's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Collins a screen. The kick out to Williams. Okongwu against Herder. Pass to Collins. Williams from long range. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Krejci, the pass to Okongwu. Offline with a 3. Chicago trailing here. It's stolen by Okongwu. And it's Kennard on the take. Banked it in off the glass. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
White on the wing, covered by Alexander-Walker. And again, Chicago no good. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Newell. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside White. The swim move for 3. Newell pulls it in. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Kennard. Now Okongwu. White with a steal. Outside Herder. On the take. The kick out to Williams. And here's Collins for 3. And again, Chicago no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Dosunmu outside from deep. Counted from distance. Dosunmu's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Okongwu with screen on White. Kennard finds Okongwu. Back to Kennard. Okongwu with screen on White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Newell can't get it to go. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
He was way ahead of the pack, no one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
We've talked about this before. Rhythm is so important to a jump shooter. Take Kevin Huerter, for example, RJ.
Yeah, Kevin is a great example. His ability to be shifty, to create a few dribbles before launching, that's the key to his game, and not everyone has that.
White, the pass to Williams. Chicago passing it around. Back to Collins. And it's all tied up.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Kennard passes to Alexander Walker. Seconds left in the third quarter. Okongwu with the bucket.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Williams. Now Huerter for the lead. The shot misses. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. Atlanta on top, up 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Smith. Okoro is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Johnson a screen on Giddey. Daniels passes to Johnson. Got a hand on it. Here's Buzelis. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Nice. Just absorbing contact there by Buzelis. And I think over time he can add to that frame a bit too.
Daniels passes to Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Giddey passes to Okoro. And here is Vucevic. Smith outside. Three-pointer, Buzelis on target from range. And now it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Up top, Young. Guarded by Okoro. Here's Daniels. And the layup is good.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Smith with a screen on Daniels. Here's Giddey. Okoro outside. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. From outside the arc. Porzingis there for the rebound. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Young. Left side, Rizachet. Now Young. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense. When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. And you'd love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Bucket is good!
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Giddey. The 3 is off. The Hawks trailing.
Remaining in the game.
Young. Oh, Young. He's money from deep.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Picked by Vucevic. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Johnson with it, guarded by Vucevic. Here's Daniels from downtown. And he stays with it. Young up top. Here's the teardrop. Yes, sir! Count it!
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Giddey against Daniels. Nifty move! Giddey into the lane.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Rebounded by Giddey. Chicago has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Okoro outside.
As a defender, Porzingis has all the size he needs to intimidate shooters.
Shea with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Daniels fires. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Oh, missed on the tray.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Man, he missed.
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're...
After the review, the ruling on fourth is overturned.
Call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. It's stolen away. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. They've got Isaac Okoro. Smith out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 3. Here's Smith driving to the basket. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Outside Giddey, picked by Smith. And it's Giddey off the drive. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
You look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Okongwu, a screen on Giddey. Daniels fires. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That was a huge boost in a tight game
against Giddy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. That's off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Picked by Vucevic. Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vooch and his team.
Outside Rizachet. Here's the Kongwu for 3, and he nails it.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Okoro outside. Now Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Picked by Smith. Now Vucevic shoots a 3. Can't get it.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Blocked! And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Daniels! Oh, off target from downtown. Here's Chicago now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. On the take, and he slams it down.
His teammates look to Buzelis in the big moment, and he must be doing something right.
Giddy against Daniels. Giddy with it. This one belongs to Chicago. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.